Hello everyone, welcome back into the Let's Play Fallout 3. Okay, so we... Oh fuck. I think so much to get all this down. To this. Just down. I think they're gonna go in here. Will be more easier. So, the father is dead. Some kind of an asshole is attacking us. We got a new weapon. Some kind of, yeah. This one. Some interesting stuff. Okay. Look like all dead. Arm is just in here. Okay, what the fool? From the tents. Wow. Oh man.
I'm hit.
We are unstoppable! Oh!
Oh, come on. Damn one strong. You're lucky I'm nearby, B.
Good to see you.
I know.
Yeah?
So what do you sell?
A few odds and ends.
She's so fucking lucky. I can tell you that. Okay. Thanks.
Another satisfied customer.
How to repair tools?
I can fix most anything. Let me see what you've got.
12 repairs points. No, thanks. Goodbye.
Bye.
With the 12 points. Leave it at not much. My gear will be hauled. Sad I cannot repair myself from the junk, but just from what I can get of the same armor with weapons. You know. Tents. Oh wow. Just find some. Anyway. More business to get that what we need. But just go in that vault will be not some damn easy. 31 radiation. That's it. Strength 0. Well, okay. Take the deal with this. Give me that. Signal point.
This is an automated distress message from Vault Tech. Vault 101. Message begins.
It feels like you left home a long time ago, but I know you're still out there. I just hope you're still alive to hear this. Things got worse after you left. My father's gone mad with power. If you can hear this, please stop looking for your dad and help stop mine. I changed the door password to my name. If you're hearing this, and if you still care enough to help me, you should remember it.
Message repeats. This is an automated distress.
2 weeks. It's been
Okay. Oh, first we have no. Shut up. Return to Vault 111. Okay. Let's take this vault. And back up on. Let's take a look what all good old friend wants from us. Okay. Yeah, that's be a fucking long time when I left. Let's go. Don't think so. Someone will be coming. Someone in there. Oh, this exit probably a bit be over is information. Okay.
Stop right there. I don't know how you got in here, but... Hold on. Wait a minute. It's you! I hardly recognized you with all the dust and grime from out there. Guess that explains how you got that door open. You've got more experience with it than most everyone down here combined.
Where the hell is Amat? So help me. If you heard her, I need to talk with Amat. I got her message.
Amata's message? I don't know what you're talking about, but I'd keep that under your hat for her sake. She could get in real trouble if people found out she sent you a message. So could I, just for talking with you now.
My man, I just had a hunch she was in trouble.
Maybe. She isn't the only one, that's for sure. Ever since last night, it's been madness down here. Nothing but trouble.
What sort of trouble do you mean?
Let me bring you up to speed. It seems like it's been a mighty long time. The night you and your dad left, everything went crazy. Between the bugs and the confusion, we lost a lot of people. When your dad opened up that gate, he let loose a whole lot of crap, if you'll pardon my language.
That will be horrified to know all that, if he were still alive.
I'm sorry to hear that. Regardless of how things turned out down here, he was a good friend. I always figured he'd do well outside. Matter of fact, a lot of folks started thinking he had the right idea. He usually did. So, if it was safe out there, I stay down here for it. Well, the overseer didn't like that one bit, and started cracking down on that sort of thought. Guess he didn't plan on you coming back.
So what now?
I probably ought to put you under arrest and take you into the overseer, but frankly, I know better than to try that. Meanwhile, some of your old friends think opening the vault is a good idea. I bet those rebels would like a word with you, now more than ever. Of course, if you want, you can just walk away as if you were never here. Out of respect for your dad, I won't even tell anyone I saw you.
Can you leave me somewhere? Wait, why don't the rebels just leave?
It's not that they want to leave. It's that they want to open the door and interact with the rest of the world. But that would risk the whole vault.
This is too messed up. I'm leaving again. Just I gotta see what I can do about all of this.
Well, okay. Just be careful down here. The vault's changed, I tell you.
Okay. Keep out. Person hungry. Okay.
You know I can't do that, Freddy. Now get back down below before I have to do something we'll both regret.
What? You gonna lock me up like you did to Broch? You can't cage a tunnel snake, man, because we rule!
Stay back!
Taylor, stop!
Don't you know enough to stay away?
You almost shot Freddy.
I didn't mean to fire. I really didn't. I just wanted to scare him off. But he had a knife. I can't be too careful with those rebels.
Tell me about the rebels.
I tell you, I'm scared of them. I never know when they're gonna try something dangerous.
What happened down here?
I lost my poor wife Agnes is what happened. And all the chaos and fighting, her old ticker just couldn't take it anymore.
I have to go.
Yes, you do.
Shooting, damn it! Watch it, will you?
Okay.
Damn, look who's come waltzing back into the vault. It takes some real balls coming back here after everything you and your dad screwed up. But if you've got to be back, might as well make yourself useful. You gotta help us.
Help? What kind for help?
What sort of help do you think I mean? You must have heard about the changes since you left, right? The deaths, the lies, the whole overseer lockdown thing? Ringing any bells? Man, they'd have rushed in here long ago if they didn't know I stole one of their guns from when they issued martial law. Anyway, you gotta help us get out of here. You gotta help me get out of here.
Don't worry, I'm trying to help the entrance vault. Enter the vault.
Man, screw the entire vault. What about me? Even these rebels just want the option to go outside for lousy trading and stuff. I just want to get the hell out of here for good. Why stay here and be stuck as a barber for my entire life when I could go out there and make my own choices?
Butch, what do you do in the vault?
The damn goat said I'm supposed to be a hairdresser, but that ain't me. I'm a barber, you got that? There's a difference.
Can you give me a haircut?
Okay, hold still.
Okay. What do you think you're going to do outside that Butch?
I'll start a gang, of course. Why, it'll be the toughest, coolest, badassest gang the Wasteland's ever seen. Hey, play your cards right, maybe I'll even let you join it, huh?
Hey, I'm already in that tunnel, Snake. You give me a check and everything. You have no idea how many gangs of idiots riders are out of there.
Well, they ain't seen nothing like me yet. Butcher's gonna take that wasteland by storm.
Why should I help you, Butch?
Look, I know I've been kind of a jerk, but I don't deserve to be stuck down here forever. Not when I could have a real life up there like you. I mean, you're kind of a jerk sometimes, and you make it work up there, so why not me? Just make it so we can leave the vault, and I can go out there for my new life. Heck, maybe we could form a gang, huh?
What happened that night?
I heard old Stanley complaining a lot of the stuff down in the reactor got fried pretty bad. Nothing too bad, yet. But he's always worrying we'll lose air filtration or whatever. Of course, if that happened, guess we'd all have to leave the vault then, huh?
Yeah. I'll be going now.
Catch you later. Maybe.
Hey,
Oh my god, you're back! You got my message and actually came back.
I came as soon as I hear you were in trouble.
Oh, thank you! Everything's gone crazy since you left, and now that you're back, you can help set things straight.
You saved my life back then, Amata. Well, less I can do help out now.
I just wish we could have saved more people. Jonas and the Hannons and so many others died that night. It was bad enough they died because my father was trying to keep the door closed. But then I found out it was all to protect a lie. I found out the vault wasn't always closed. They've lied to us about it for our entire lives.
What? How do you find that out?
After that night, I heard Wally's father say we should never have taken you or your dad into the vault. I found out the vault used to be open, but for some reason, they closed it off when we were babies and swore to hide that it had ever happened. But keeping that lie meant Jonas's death. And even though we know the truth, the Overseer still won't let us make our own decisions.
Sounds like he gone crazy with power and needs to be stopped.
You're absolutely right. It's not like we want to abandon the vault or anything. Well, Butch does, but he's too big a coward to go out on his own. Most of us had accepted that the outside was certain death, and things would always stay the same down here. But now we know they don't have to be. After all, it was enough to get you and your dad to leave, so there must be something good out there.
Why is the Overseer doing this?
I just don't know. Maybe he thinks he's protecting us, but all he's really doing is condemning us. I thought parents were supposed to want a better world for their children. Well, there's a new world waiting right outside that door, and we're not going to give up until we can reach it.
I think I have the solution for the world trouble.
I certainly hope so. We can't keep going on like this.
Okay, wait a second. So I'm back. Things look like Grandma has been calling, so we have a little chat. And let's keep going. So, I swear I stop your father and his guard. Just watch. You need to understand the dangers outside and why you should stay here.
What exactly do you mean by that?
Isolated, keeping vault safe. It's insane to give that up. Fun where I convince you just wait. Isolation, keep the vault safe. It's insane to give that up.
But we can't stay isolated forever, or eventually all we'll have left is a handful of inbred remnants.
I find a way to convince you, just wait.
The person you should be convincing is the Overseer. Go talk with him.
I think I have a solution for the world trouble. What happened that night?
The real problems came after you two left. The injured had nobody to turn to since our doctor had run off and his assistant had died. Now, we've got to rely on that old Mr. Handy for most of our medical needs, and he hasn't exactly got the best bedside manner. Ever had an examination from someone with cold, metal pincers? You don't want to.
Okay. Why don't you just leave? There are not much of security.
Don't you get it? We don't want to abandon the vault. We want to open it. We still want this to be our home, but we want to get supplies from outside. Trading, exploring, anything's better than just hiding down here.
Okay. The more I hear, the less I want to be involved at all. I'm leaving for it. Okay, I have to go.
Be careful.
Wait.
What is it?
So trouble?
I certainly hope so. We can't keep going on like this.
Okay, actually I need to think about this some more. You need to understand the dangers outside. I swear I stop your father and his guard. Just watch.
You will? Thank goodness for that. No matter what I say, he just doesn't listen. He just spends all day up in his office. But you've actually been outside, so you can tell him what it's like with first-hand experience. Just please don't do anything rash or hurt him, alright?
You know, violence isn't my style. Amata, don't worry. I'm sorry, I'm not promise anything. He stopped one way or another. Don't hurt him? Are you crazy? He tried to kill you.
Well, yes, but he may have done some terrible things, but he's still my father, you know? Please, for my sake, don't hurt him.
Okay.
Hello. You've got to change the overseer's mind.
I will be.
You never should have left, kid. Now we'll make sure nobody ever leaves again.
Officer welken, hè? Passwords.
Why won't you just leave us alone? You've done enough damage.
Okay. Oh, criminal. I'm too low of that. Okay. Aim at this man. Must be someplace in here.
Well, I see you've returned. Done with the dust and ruins of the wasteland, are you? Given up looking for Daddy? Thought you could just slink back in like a teen missing curfew? Well, that's too bad. You have no future in this vault. You're tainted.
Tainted? You a crazy bastard who murdered John.
I assume you're talking about the unpleasantness when you left? Yes? Jonas and your father were endangering the future success of this vault and the safety of its residents. I did what I had to do to keep them from destroying all we had achieved here. I only wish I could have prevented it from happening at all.
I'm sick of your lies. You murdered John. I could plot. Don't try to justify your murder and lie. They were never tried. What do you mean by a vault? Future success.
Ah, you're paying attention. Good for you. These vaults were designed to be safe havens for humanity, you see. But more than that, they were designed to test and protect us. And none more so than our Vault 101. We are to be a pure and protected breed of humans, never tainted by the ravages of the war above.
The vault doesn't have to be insulated in order to keep its resistance safe.
And what makes you so certain about that? I can't imagine you're still so naive after spending time in that hell outside. None of them know what the outside is like, and most of them would die out there. Then the rest of us inside would eventually die out too. I won't risk all of our lives just for a few people's passing fancy of taking a wasteland vacation. I hope you can understand that.
Why are they rebelling?
I just don't know. Don't they realize how dangerous it is out there? But instead they would throw away the safety of the vault's isolation just to follow in your footsteps. I can't allow them to do that to themselves or to the rest of us.
I believe I have the solutions to the vault problem.
To fix what you started? Go ahead and humor.
I put a stop to the rebels. Just let me have a word with them. The rebels are right. You need to open the vault. I still own your fortune. Now shut up and die, you son of a bitch. Okay. I put a stop to the rebels. Just let me have a word with them.
You always have held a certain sway with them that neither I nor my guards have enjoyed. All right then, go to my daughter and convince her to leave this rebellious nonsense behind.
Stop the rebels.
What do you want?
I believe you know I just don't care anymore. Let me leave and I never compare. Anyway.
Of course.
So how to convince them? Stop the rebels, stop overseer. Vault. And vault troubles.
What do you want?
Oh, vault problems.
Fix what you start.
I'm working to stopping the rebels. Give me a little more time. The rebels are right. You need to open the vault.
Oh, do you? What makes you think you know how better to protect this vault?
You simple doesn't have enough people to say stay in solid down here forever.
We can make more. That's what humanity does. It survives.
You never survive down here in solid from the rest of your world.
The mission of this vault has always been to ensure a safe haven for pure humans. We owe it to our species to keep that mission.
Anyway.
Of course.
Anyway. Okay.
I thought you'd be back. It's been a while, kid. I guess the goat couldn't have predicted how you'd turn out, could it? Remind me to add a question about rescuing your teacher from the vault jail. If the vault ever goes back to normal, that is. By the way, while I was in there, I heard some worrying things from the guards.
What do you hear for the guards?
I heard one of the guards talking about some sort of plan to raid Armada and the rest of us. I didn't hear anything else, but I think he read it on the security terminal. So maybe you can find more there. I'm sure it's bad news for us all.
Tell me about the rebels.
Most of them are just kids who are caught up in the idea of seeing the world. But I know we've got to actually open the vault if we want to survive. Otherwise, we're just going to dwindle away down here until it's all too late.
What happened down here?
It was pretty rough, I'll tell you. I know a lot of folks blame your dad. I know he didn't mean to cause all that. Don't blame him or yourself.
Okay, I have to go.
Watch yourself down here.
Vault floater. The room. Security, blah blah. Close. Hey.
Don't you know enough to stay away?
Oh.
Yes, you do.
What's this?
You've got to convince them it isn't safe outside.
Okay.
You don't belong here.
Okay.
I don't know that I should be talking with you.
Tell me about the rebels.
It's just a phase they're going through. Every kid thinks they want to leave the vault at some point, but we all grew out of it.
What happened down here?
With all of the bugs and fires, there was an awful lot of strain on the systems down on the reactor level. Our water chip's pretty delicate right now, but I'm working on setting her right again.
Okay. What?
Yes, you do.
Hey.
You're back again?
Tell me about the rebels.
They're a bunch of hellions, that's what they are. I'm at my wit's end about them. I really am.
What happened down here?
It's all kind of blurry for me. But I hear I owe you for saving me. But don't expect much. The whole thing was your dad's fault in the first place.
Goodbye.
Yes, you do.
Just that go a lot. That computer I cannot touch because I'm too low science. 75% need. Damn, I do not know what I'm capable to do.
Just leave us alone? We've done enough damage.
full of rooms. I'm just fucking just going circle, nothing else. Just fucking going circles. Okay. Okay. Arium.
It's good to see you again.
You've got to change the Overseer's mind.
I never thought you'd be back.
What's going on?
Wow, you're back.
Tell me about rebels.
I wouldn't call us rebels. I mean, we don't agree with the Overseer, but we still love the vault. We just want to try going outside, too.
What happened down here?
Mom and little Monica got caught in the fires. I tried to get them out, I really did. But it was just too hot. I know it wasn't your fault, but my dad doesn't think as highly of you. You wouldn't want to hear what he said he'd do to your dad, either.
Okay.
Bye.
Hey.
Wow, you're back. Yeah, see you.
So anyway,
Hello.
I never
let's see.
You're alive!
Yes, tell me about rebels.
I hate that this whole thing has turned us against our families. But we just can't keep living down here forever. I mean, look at this place.
What happened down here?
A lot of security got wounded, and worse. In all the confusion, we still don't know who's responsible for some of them.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
thought you'd be back.
Hey.
Well, if it isn't my star pupil.
Oh yeah, goodbye.
Watch yourself down here.
It's good to see.
About
I
you?
hope you're making progress with my father. I can't imagine anyone else who would convince him we should venture outside.
They say you're threatening the entire world's safety.
But the vault used to be open, and we're still here, aren't we? It worked back then, so why wouldn't it work now? No, they're just afraid we'll screw up and get hurt. They just won't accept that we can take care of ourselves.
I think they have solution for the world trouble.
I certainly hope so. We can't keep going on like this.
You need to understand dangers outside and why you should stay here.
What exactly do you mean by that?
I still say it's inside the give up the safety of the world.
And I still say we're not giving up on our chance with the outside world.
The more I hear, the less I want to be involved with at all. I'm leaving forever.
Please convince the Overseer to stop the lockdown. We're all counting on you.
But how? What the heck are you doing? What are you doing with that bitch?
Ah, another patient. What's it to be, eh? Appendectomy? Tonsillectomy? Hysterectomy?
So what's your tale on this whole situation?
Human problems for human heart. I don't trouble myself with such petty affairs. My work is my life. And, as you can see, I've been quite busy.
And you what happened all this blood?
Ah, yes, a rather unfortunate incident. In all the commotion, Miss Beatrice suffered a rather bad sprain in her left toe. the big one. Obviously, I had no choice but to amputate the leg. I'm sorry to say the operation was not a success.
But they made you a doctor?
But of course, with your father's departure from the vault and Jonas's untimely demise, the Overseer had to take swift action. And so he named me the new Vault Medical Practitioner. A marvelous decision if I do say so myself. I am fully equipped after all.
If you're a new doctor, can you heal me?
Actually, no. I'm afraid I've been, what's the human term? Fired. I've been reassigned to cleaning detail. My first duty is, somewhat ironically, cleaning the clinic. But surgery was fun while it lasted.
Okay, I have to go?
Of course. Don't let me keep you.
Fucking great.
You've got to change the Overseer's mind.
But how?
It's good to see you again.
How can I change his fucking mind? This mission is fucking too mystery to me to complete. Really? Stop the rebels, stop the Overseer. It's the best way, just kill that Overseer and Vault trouble. Really? I really do not know.
You've got to change the Overseer's mind.
How? How do I fuck doing that? How do I fuck doing this? Seems look like I be going, just going and going, nothing fun at all.
You've got to convince them it isn't safe outside.
Huh?
What do you want?
I believe. You know, I'm just don't care. Let me leave. Okay, anyway.
Of course.
Operations. Oh man, I just fucking do not know what the fuck I must do in here. Ah, fucking hell. Ay, kurwa. I don't know what I fucking must do in here. Not really. Okay. Alright, I got end this episode. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and like, check the comments below. See you later. Goodbye.